I hit live, but we there. We in
It's
there.
live on the Twitter too,
No
dog. We are
shit.
live.
Hey, Papa. Can you hear
Twan,
me?
I gotta thank you for bringing me into the Bachelor world, man.
No doubt.
As a first time viewer, I wasn't taken aback. I wasn't shocked. I was just in a state of pure happiness watching these beautiful ladies trying to find love. I loved it every second of it. This is
Listen, Pop.
amazing,
I'm
amazing
glad
stuff.
you liked it because we're gonna be here every week. This is the Barstool Breakdown, boys. It's me and Derek from the chat, as you know. We're gonna have a little section on the Barstool Breakdown page. It's gonna be called the Minority Report. You can use your brain for that. The two brownies out here, the two minos out here. The Minority Report. It's Bachelor Breakdown, boys. This is gonna be episode 2 of the Bachelor. I have Derek from the chat. The Bravo boy.
Bravo, boy,
Dipping
indeed.
his toes into the Bachelor world.
Yes.
Sounds like he's hooked. Derek, what did you think? Give me your first impression just of the format, and what'd you think?
So, like you stated, a Bravo boy. So I'm used more so to like Summer House, Southern Charm, where they're all in one space, not trying to go for one individual's attention and one individual's love. It was
Right.
kind of different, the format here, but I loved it because you know what, Twan, I'm gonna say this. This show has a competitive spirit to it, like a sports game. You know, it's not just Bravo has your drama, but this has your drama with the competitive spirit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then at the end of the day, you just got Minority Report. You know, we got Grant. Shout out to another light-skinned brother here.
Shout out Grant.
Shout out to Grant. Light-skinned brother putting in work. He just stands there at the end of the day and he hands out roses and kisses women all the entire time.
My guy's crushing.
He's crushing. He's crushing.
Tall, dark, and handsome. We got that peanut butter skin, though. Listen, bro, this episode we had broken nails. We had the claws come out.
Yes.
We had some heartbreak at the end at the rose ceremony. But I don't know if you know this, Eric, but I'm going to give you kind of the rundown of how these episodes normally go.
Yeah.
Normally with this amount of women, we have a couple of group dates, which we had. You have a one-on-one date. Sometimes we'll throw them in a two-on-one date. But this one we had two group dates. So let's start with the first group date. First group date was the basketball, correct?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Gotcha.
I love that too. First group date being basketball. I was just like, this is perfect. As a Rico Rider, basketball being first date, right on my alley.
It actually looked pretty lit. They had the crowd going, they had the announcers going. It was a good little thing.
And let me say something too, real quick. This Jesse guy, that's the host.
Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is, but he knows.
Oh, it's Jesse Palmer, the quarterback.
Get the fuck out of here, Tom.
Yeah. He does fucking Game Day or ESPN some shit.
This guy knows how to set the tone, man. He knows how to walk in the room and change his voice. He knows how to set a vibe up. Shout out to I wanted to say that immediately that Jesse Palmer's W.
Jesse Palmer.
Palmer.
What you don't know though, here's a little background for those who don't watch the show religiously. He wasn't always the host.
Okay, see.
Before him was a guy called Chris Harrison, and he was basically the Seacrest of American Idol. Okay. From day one, basically, he's been there forever. He got caught up in a little bit of drama with maybe not racist remarks, but it was ambiguous. It was something. So he got the boot, and a few years ago, Jesse Palmer came in, and he's been crushing it ever since. So shout out to Jesse.
Shout out to Jesse.
All right, so on the group date, we had We had Beverly, we had Parisa, we had Natalie, Serafina,
yes,
and Allie Joe,
yes,
Vicky, Chloe, Zoe, Juliana, and Alicia? I don't know how she spells it. She spells it weird.
Yeah, I didn't know how. I don't even really remember. There's so many women. I think she might have slipped past me.
Yeah, and then they spell them weird, so you can never know. But here's what you gotta look out for signs. This is what I tell people. You watch this show, you gotta look for real signs, right? So my guy, when all the girls come in, I think last week after I showed you that video, you said you were all in on Allie Joe.
Correct.
Big episode for Allie Joe.
Correct.
She was out guns blazing.
Correct.
But he's out there working, he's dribbling, he's all sweaty. Listen, here's a little tip for you. When a girl comes into you and doesn't mind if you're sweaty and gives you a hug and a kiss on the cheek, that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with that, but when they don't mind the hug when you're sweaty, that's how you know that he's in there. Grant's crushing it.
Yeah. The fact that, like you said, they don't care about your BO. You know, they're coming in. Women usually come in clean, and their clothes are clean, and their nails and their
Right.
hair is done, and they got a certain perfume and a scent to them. For
Right.
her just to sacrifice, and you know they take like 2 to 3 hours to do that.
I
Like they
can't
sit
even
them here.
imagine what that mansion is like getting those broads ready.
So for her to sacrifice all that work for that sweaty hug, like you said,
That's respect.
she wanted it.
You know who caught me off guard? Not off guard, but I was on guard. Zoe.
Yeah.
Great outfit by Zoe.
Oh,
Right.
the green outfit. Yeah, it was hit.
I mean, but Zoe's out for blood. We see it from the get-go. Zoe's out for blood. And I said it in week 1. I go, you got to watch out for these ones like her. Where you said competition, there's a couple of chicks who come in this and they treat it just like a competition.
Yes.
They don't give a hoot about nobody else. We see, I think they're doing a slam dunk competition, right?
Yes.
And Zoe's like, you know what? I'm not going to do my slam dunk. Matter of fact, I'm going to steal you and take you to the roof.
Yes.
As soon as she does that, Derek, I go, nope. These chicks is going to be mad. And they were mad.
Boy, were
Allie Joe specifically.
Yes. I mean, if there was refs in the game, there was refs in the game. But I'm gonna say this about Zoe's move. It's a competition, isn't it, Twan? You're supposed to get this guy's attention when you can. She pulled the move. I'm not mad at her for pulling the move, but she sacrifices some things too at the end of the day, because it's like, all right, we're at the group date for the basketball. She's pulling him to the side. I don't know if I don't know if I saw her attempt to dunk, you know? So like, what is she there for? So it's like you sacrifice looking good for the competition, but at the end of the day, you get that solo time. Is it going to pay off or not? But she's definitely out with the rest of the girls.
And Derek, that's what I'm trying to say too, is that as you watch these shows and you picture yourself, oh, how would I react if these chicks did this, and that?
Yes.
And like the point of the date wasn't to win the fucking basketball game. Right. He wants to see how you were with the kids.
Yes.
How you're gonna act with, other human beings.
Yes.
You can't be making enemies the second day, boo-boo.
Right.
There's kids there. They want to play. You just ruined the whole vibe of the whole date because you wanted to take them on a rooftop fucking fiasco.
Right.
Like, you have to have more awareness. You can't be doing shit like that.
You can't do, because what that tell me, Twan, if I got you at a party, and it might be people you don't know there, what you gonna do? You gonna be one of them people that's like, oh, I want to go, or you gonna stand outside? Exactly. You gonna be in the corner? What are you buying in? He was seeing who wanted to buy in, and
1000%.
But
it's about human dynamics. Learn how to operate with people. You can't be stepping on toes. We get it. Like, she's like, I don't care about nothing. I just care about me and Grant. It's like, you have to know how to get along with people. There's kids there, for God's sake.
There's the kid. You got to think about the kids. Got to.
You know what was crazy? When Allie Joe comes out of the clouds and did you see that? She rocks her. Hard foul, technical.
I thought you should have got a tech for that. I did, because, and then you know what's even more psycho about that? They was like, oh yeah, Zoe attacked Allie Joe. They hated Zoe so much for that. They was like, yeah, Zoe was playing dirty out there. I was like, no, Allie Joe actually 100% initiated that UFC neck chop to her, put her on the ground, and let her know, like, yo, don't be trying that funky stuff around me, or else there's gonna be consequences.
Listen, Allie Joe. Listen. She was not taking no shit.
None.
No, listen, she's from New Jersey. She's the one who I said came through with the Jeep and the pizza she's an Italian. Listen, I think Allie Joe knows a couple people. She might be well connected. She was not afraid of Zoe, not even for a little bit.
No, not. As soon as she saw Zoe go off the cut with them kids, she was plotting on that neck move. You knew that. She was like, yo, I'm gonna take her ACL out. She was going to D-Rose her if she could, but Zoe never left her feet. Yeah. Zoe wasn't trying to jump, so she's like, all right, I'm gonna take her out real quick, punch her in the face.
That was fucking incredible. Who won? And then he gave away an MVP. This is the girl I was talking about. Chloe won MVP, right?
Yeah, Chloe won MVP.
There's someone about Chloe.
Yeah.
He says it. He says something about you have this radiance about you. Yeah. And that's a great word. She has a feng shui about her. And she's a plus size model. She looks perfect to me, honey boo boo child.
I thought
but she gets the MVP, and he's like, oh, I saw you you were doing great out there. And like I just said, I love me some Chloe. But she was probably 3 for 47 with 5 rebounds. She looked like Angel Reese out there. A lot of missed shots around the basket.
She was bricking. She was bricking. And I mean, they showed the one camera angle from like on top of the basket. And I think at one point, and this camera is like maybe 3 feet above the rim where you're supposed to be shooting the ball. The ball was closer to hitting the camera than hitting the actual rim with some of these shots, man. It was nuts.
And listen, like we said, it's about the effort, it's about the heart.
Yes.
You know who else stood out to me too, Derek? Who was the chick who was consoling that young girl?
The Natalie, right? Is her
Natalie?
Natalie was her name.
I didn't have Natalie high up there, but I think, spoiler, I think she cracks my top 3 after today. That was a great move. See, that's how you should be playing. Not your rooftop fiasco like Zoe, who just tries to get her fangs in you with her sex appeal and her legs and whatnot. You got to be talking to the kids, making sure everybody's kumbaya. And he noticed it too, which is key. He's like, oh, the kids loved you. That's what you want. This guy's a family man. He's trying to have a family.
He's a 100% family guy. He ain't bring them kids out there for no reason. He wanted to see who was going to connect with them on a level, who was mature emotionally enough to understand that as well, too. And Natalie crushed it. And as far as it goes, I didn't see Natalie for the rest of the episode, but that might not be a particularly bad thing, Twan. Because sometimes when you get mixed up with shit and you seem too much, you don't want to be in there too much. Come in, get hit, and then be wondering about it again. I want to be thinking about you like, damn, I ain't seen Natalie in a minute, man. What's going on with her? Maybe I need to pull her to the side and have this individual date.
Yeah, she's playing it good.
She's playing great.
All right, so speed it up through that. There's they have a little get together after the group date. The chicks is not pleased with Zoe. She steals them again. They're talking shit, and this is the part that I love. They start scheming and plotting, talk about she can't do this, she can't do that. She's being disrespectful. She heard the disrespectful word. She was getting pissed off. The claws start coming out. I fucking loved it, dude.
It was insane. It's insane how they have. Well, they know what they're doing. They have like 15 women all trying to go for the same dude on a couch 2 feet away from each other. In 1 minute, 2 minutes at a time. Yeah, you come back. Now it's your turn. You come back.
It's the fucking greatest.
It's the best. It's the best. A mental blender that these women are in. It's crazy.
It's the best. And then you know who else that was wild? That my boy Nate. I think this is in order. I think with what's that chick's name? Juliana.
Yeah, I got
my boy comes through. No Diddy. He comes through with the oil and starts oiling her hands. No Diddy. She's like, oh, he brings out the oil. He's like, I love your hands. This, that. My boy is in it to win it with my girl.
Yeah,
I think he really likes her. She's a piece, too.
She's a piece. I have a top 5 here of women that I love, and this was just and she's there. I don't know too much about her except that she's a rocket. Okay,
who's this?
Juliana.
Oh,
absolute rocket.
She's on the rocket list for sure.
Yes.
Rocket list for sure. Anything else that happened that was big from the group date, first one?
Let me see here. I got Zoe. Zoe with the BS. Natalie's a winner. I said Natalie's a winner. But then I also got this vibe from Natalie as well. I think she might be a divorce prospect, Twan. You get married
for sure.
3 or 4 years, she takes you for your bread divorce. She's off in Tampa somewhere else. I did have that about Natalie. I do. I don't know too much about it, but I did. I have that as
that's the vibes he was getting?
That's the vibe I got. I think it might have been just from the eyes or maybe just how she was conversing back with them. It was like, yeah, I can be that mother, but I might take the kids like that.
Right. But this is what I mean. Some bachelors, who are just sleaze bags, who just want the top 4 to be the hottest broads there, go to the fantasy suite, bing, bing, bang, boom, and it is what it is. But for some reason, my boy Grant, I think he really wants to have a family. I think he really wants that emotional connection. Because I think it might have been Zoe. He comes straight to her. He's like, listen, baby girl, like, yeah, but what's your emotional, availability, basically?
Yeah.
Because I think he knows. I think he can see that she's trying to use her good looks and bourgeoisie and fucking get into it. But he really wants a real connection. Are you here just trying to cause some ruckus? Like, are you on the right show?
Right.
Should you be on Love Island, or are you really here to, have some babies and get married or whatnot?
And you got to have that approach in 2025 with all these shows going around. Grant has a good head on his shoulders as far as it goes with knowing his emotions and talking through, like, having real conversations. I'll give Grant credit with that. I didn't like his jump shot too much. I'll say that. Grant's jump shot can have a lot.
For somebody who they say plays overseas professionally, didn't look good.
Didn't look good. I mean, he looked like a like he just takes spot up jumpers. I ain't seen no crossovers or nothing. But
he didn't look like he had too much, lateral quickness either.
Yeah.
Very straight line speed.
And then he wasn't wearing Jordans, but that might be an ABC thing. I don't know if they don't let you wear J's. You gotta wear J's on the court, Grant. Come on, man. You know that.
All right, let's move it along. We got the one-on-one day was next, no?
Yeah. With Alex.
Let me tell you this.
Talk to me, Twan.
Let me tell you this. Rarely, this early, do I have someone. She's in two categories. Either she's gonna win, or she might be the next Bachelorette, and that's Alex. Alex is an absolute angel from God, from heaven on earth, blessing us with her presence. She's cute, great skin, great teeth. She's funny. She's goofy. She doesn't take herself too seriously.
This is all true.
I mean, she's just the best. She's going to hometowns. She's going to be top 3 no matter what.
I think so.
Unless she leaves by her own damn self, she's staying the whole way. Book it, put it down, Alex.
So is that how that works, Twan? If you don't get chosen by the Bachelor, are you eligible to be a Bachelorette? Is that what?
There's no hard and fast rule, but usually it's someone from the previous season who made at least like the top 5, 6. Like, so the next season it'll be the Bachelorette, and it'll probably be one of the girls on this season who didn't get picked.
Okay, got you.
Sometimes they can bring someone back, like who's a few years ago, an old school, which is fun. But yeah, so one of these girls we're going to be seeing next year probably be in the Bachelorette. Okay. So if Alex doesn't win, I think she's a contender for sure.
I'd have to agree with you on that, Tom, because you know what, Alex, from that solo date, she seems like the complete package. Complete package. It's just about chemistry at this point with her, between her and Grant.
It's a great date too.
The empty mall.
Empty mall is a great date.
I love that. I thought
what you want about doing crazy. Like, I know at some point you're going to see this. They're going to go to fucking volcanoes on a helicopter and cruises around Belize, passing by Epstein's Island and whatnot. But if you're interested in a girl, I can't think of a better date like this. A whole empty mall to yourself. They're playing games. You're getting to know each other. You can goof around. You can fuck around. If you're acting stupid, who cares?
It's the mall.
Was perfect.
It's the mall. Everybody's been through the mall. It sets up a comfortable zone. They even did the little, like, what was it, where the kids be on the carts, they roll around on the carts.
They were going shopping in the sneaker shop. Shout out, Finish Line, Foot Locker.
They should have robbed that Finish Line for a couple of J's. Who ain't nobody was going to see nothing. I would have put a couple fours in the backpack. Like, hey, what you trying to do? You down to rob? Come on, let me see how far you down to get. But I like Alex a lot. I'm worried though, Twan. I'm worried.
Come on.
I'm worried though, Twan.
About what?
I think Grant is looking to friend zone her. I'm gonna tell you why. I think he's going to friend zone Alex. I don't know why specifically. I think it might be when she started talking about how after she was mentioning how she was raised by her grandparents and she got into speech pathology because her parents' relationship wasn't that good in their life. And that's happened to a lot of people, but it seems like Grant is ready to have somebody that is ready, and I think
she's ready.
I'm only saying that because
young.
At one point they was talking about starting families, and he says this: one day you'll have a fam with someone.
Yeah, but you gotta just talk like that because you can't be so presumptuous and be like, "Oh, it's gonna be with me." It's their first date.
You don't have to say that. You could be like, you know what? Hopefully we can work on something and get to that.
And when.
You're right. If you really interested, because this was at the end of the day. This wasn't that. This was at the end after they were singing on the piano. I think
my boy comes out with the piano.
I think she liked the song. I think she liked the piano song twice.
Yeah.
And she ain't showing up love, and he wasn't feeling that shit.
My boy is locked in.
Yes.
He had a flawless episode, my guy. Flawless.
He was rocking and rolling.
On the keys. She's like, you just made that up? He's like, yeah, I just made that up. My boy crushing it. You think he's in a friend zone and he just serenaded this girl?
I'm saying after the serenade, it might not. Something wasn't there for him because he ain't. I'm saying
they were on the bed, Frenching on the bed. B.
He doing that with that. He was Frenching Chloe earlier, man. He'll French whoever. I think Grant don't care about that. I was also saying they better be checking for the herp because he kissing everybody up in this job.
No, you get tested. You get tested to go on these shows.
Good.
That's a fact.
Good.
But I had in my notes, end the show now.
You want it
done with Grant, I'm saying production. It's over.
Yeah.
What's that meme? Who is it? It's over.
It's over. Vince Carter.
I would end the show right now if I have Alex.
No, you wouldn't, Twan.
I would. No, you're right. You're right because.
Yeah, Puerto Rican Poppy. Come on.
Okay, listen. Because we'll get to her because Carolina.
But Alex is a catch.
I would end the show, but
Alex is a catch. Twan.
Anything else from the one-on-one date?
I said they should have robbed the Bloomingdales. Yeah, I still rented out the mall. Was very pumped. That was a W date. I saw that Bloomingdale's at the end. I was like, yo.
My notes say you should have robbed it. All right, that was the one-on-one date, which is great. I love her. We'll see. I hope there's no friend zone. I really hope not. He seems to really like her. Frenching on a bed like that on a Sealy's Posturepedic, whatever that is. He was loving it. Second group date, we have my girl, the Puerto Rican princess herself, Carolina. We have Rose, Rebecca, Ella, Bailey, Dina, and Latia.
Yes.
And dog. Now, I don't know if you know this, but every season they always have a bunch of musical guests, and it's usually some fucking bullshit country artist that I never heard of. They are paying a budget this season because my guy Mario comes out.
Bro,
I was blown away.
Yo, Mario's a superstar for real.
I couldn't fucking believe it.
I started singing the song in the crib. I was like, that's fucking Mario. Shout out to Maryland's old Mario. I was like, raise my hand. All this. I wanted to get on iTunes. Yo, shout out to Bachelor for bringing Mario.
Big time shout out to Mario.
That was a good look. That was huge.
That was obviously a Grant request. And I guess it makes sense now. Whoever the lead is, they say, oh, I like this, and that, which is why there's probably so many country people. But Mario coming through was a huge get. I was hyped.
Huge W.
What did you think about the whole setup of the date, though? What they had to do and the.
I like that he's doing dates that's particular to the stuff that he's into. So it's clear that he's into music. It's clear that he's into ball. And I like that he's not shying away from who he is, and he wants to see who can get on board with who he is. I also like that he's bringing in people that are legitimate. So like I said, we got Mario here, and then he wants them to put on a dance performance and perform a song, I guess is the part of the date. Not only does he have Mario there, he's got the Pussycat dance instructor lady there they need to have a retirement plan in Hollywood for some of these people because she looks 70 plus, and I don't think she needs to be doing the twerk moves at that age.
Listen, we love women here, and all women should be loved and respected. But listen, baby girl, shut it down.
Shut it down. You gotta shut it down, boo.
That's enough.
Yeah. Like that.
You're not getting paid residuals? Like enough, man. Pass the torch.
I couldn't even focus on what she was trying to teach. And I don't think any of the other women could too, because when they did the dance moves, nobody was doing what she was doing. But also I like that. I like the date. I did like the date. I thought it was kind of jumbled up at the end.
Yeah.
When they was trying to do the performances. But I also like to see that some of them were buying in and some of them weren't.
That's another thing. You're gonna see in these shows, it's Bachelor. They do crazy shit like this all the time. Body paint, all as well. It's never about if you're good at it or whatever. It's like you just gotta be into it and just buy in. You gotta show that you're a good hang. That's basically it. Like, do I even want to be around you? If you're gonna be like, oh no, this is dumb. Well, you don't want to be around that person. But if someone's having fun and wants to do fun shit, try new shit, that's someone you want to be around. Obviously.
100%.
Dina, I thought Dina was gonna have a meltdown 1 second. She was like, "Oh no, this is not. I don't know nothing about nothing." But she was all right.
Twan, Dina is a rocket. Okay, I look at Dina every time, and I want Dina to be in my life. And then I'm watching the episodes, and I'm like, I don't think I want Dina in my life. But then I don't see it for 5 minutes. She comes out like, I need Dina in my life. Dina,
It's tough.
it's tough. I don't think Dina's bought in, but I can't take her out my top 5 call. But I know she's not.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Dina's. Listen, I gotta be honest. Dina's not on my radar, Pop, and that's just what it is.
Really.
She's just not. Not for me. I gotta listen. We all got it. We all, you know.
You think it
There's
was
a rainbow for a reason. There's a lot of colors out there.
Dina?
There's multiple ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying?
She's not even trying though. She was sitting at the thing. The one girl was trying next to her in the booth. It was like, oh, you could have asked her for a lyric. She didn't even ask for a lyric or nothing. She just sat there like, oh my God, I hate this. Like, jeez Louise, Dina. Come on.
Bro, you know who I've been hating on this first episode? I'd say who just fucking, I don't know why. She just irks me. Bailey.
Bailey's the one that's crying a lot. The social media girl. Yes.
Black
Bailey.
chick, short bob.
Yes.
Bro, you're enough.
Yes.
Enough
Was
already.
she doing that last episode too? The same thing that she was doing this episode?
And then she just like tries to make up for it by doing a split. Like, bro, no. You're doing too much.
No.
Actually, speaking about too much, Rebecca. She's like, this is right in my element. She puts Mrs. whatever Ellis on the back. She really thought she belonged in like the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah.
She was really feeling herself, and she was not good.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Tall, like she got like the box braids, light skinned black chick.
Rebecca, no, Twan. I know who Rebecca. I got Rebecca. I got notes in here, and respectfully,
Tell me.
Rebecca's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes, thank you.
And
you can see it. Tell me no, you can't see it.
It's all in the eyes, Pop. You know.
Derek, listen, I gotta tell you, all these past seasons I'll be watching with my sister and my mom, right?
Right.
And something will happen with the girls, and I'll go right there.
Right there.
That one, she's crazy. And they're like, no, this, that. She's just nervous. I go, no.
Nah.
I know this. I've been around Puerto Ricans and crazy women my whole life.
You know
I know what they look like. I can see them.
You know
I can see them a mile away. And spoiler alert, Rebecca goes home today, right?
Yeah, Rebecca goes home. Yeah.
And
Rebecca.
thank God, because
Thank
she's the type, like, if you don't text her back in 20 minutes, she's like going nuts. I feel like she's one of those chicks, like, oh, you this, you this. Like, I'm glad she's out because she was gonna be trouble.
Oh yeah. She's the type that you don't want to have sharp objects around when you get in an argument with, the type of deal.
1,000%.
She's got that look like she'll stab you.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. So,
who was your standout? Because you know who mine was of the group date.
From
the second group date.
From the second group, I got Robin here. I got Robin doing a good job. I like
Robin.
I don't know, but in my notes, I just had Robin could get it. So I think respectfully, it goes Mario. Shout out to Shout out to the 301.
Who the fuck is Robin?
And it goes Robin could get it. So she's one of the contestants over here. She's doing a good job.
She is not.
Is Robin?
You know who really could though is Carolina.
Carolina.
Bro, she comes through spitting Spanish bars. she squats on him. Makeout sesh on the couch in front of everybody. That's ballsy.
She was going for it. She knew she had to take that chance. She knew it. She knew what she had to do. W for Carolina though, because you know what? Again, she bought in and she made a lasting impression in the performance. She bought it to the idea of the date, and she won that shit. In my eyes, I thought she did. That's
another thing, though. See, this goes back to it, though. When you do shit like that, you're gonna catch some heat back at the house. Because same thing with Zoe, they were pissed at Carolina when she came back.
Yeah,
like sometimes and that's the battle you play. Like you're doing too much, you're doing too little. Like that's a balance.
You got to take that heat sometimes. I think the heat that Carolina took compared to Zoe's heat, it's heat, but it was like Zoe's heat was just disrespectful heat. Carolina's heat was like
listen, you're in the moment. What are you going to do?
Yep. She was hey, it's in the moment. people can like be, oh, I didn't like that, whatever. I'm just not. Come on, what you don't like it because you didn't do it, or you know what I mean? I was still doing in the performance. Not like I took it to the side and did it.
Sands in the chat.
Sam's talking about need to see Robin ASAP. Bro, I got Robin could get it. Maybe I'm spelling her name wrong. You know they spell it crazy. Oh no, she's on here. Robin Howard.
Who?
RBOYN. On the
Maybe I'm
this the 17th season. Go look it up, Sam. She's there. Smoke show. I don't know why I said Robin could get it.
Oh, who?
So then,
and then this guy, and then he. So all the girls get back into the circle, and he comes in. He's like, "Oh, I felt kind of awkward in here." I'm like, "Dog, what do you mean? You just straddled some Puerto Rican rocket on stage and made out with her. Of course, it's gonna be awkward."
Yeah, he needs to take accountability. He needs to take accountability for putting him in this. He's acting like he doesn't understand why these women are coming in kind of emotionally confused. And I'm like, Grant, you gotta be a little bit better. And with some of them, he's giving them that emotional like stability, and some of them he's not, which is fake.
I think it was Allie Joe, not to shit on your girl, to go back. I mean, when he stole her from Zoe that first time when they were talking about it, he didn't. That clip of Mace, I can't even tell you how much I don't care. I can't even. He did not care at all.
At all.
Zoe came back 10 minutes later. He's like, "Thank God."
Yep.
I'm like, that's bad. When you could tell, like the body language, he did not give a fuck what she was saying.
He didn't care. But you know what? He didn't care at all. He doesn't give a shit. But I don't know if that's a red flag on Grant. I got to see more with Grant. If he's just doing that for people he don't care about, or if that's really who he is at the end of the day. It's like, I'm gonna just check out if I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. And you can't do that to the women in your life, Grant. You gotta be better.
The second group rope days goes to Lolita. She had a good episode for me too. I thought she had a great episode. She was that tall, dark skin kind of like.
I thought that was a waste of a rose there.
I think it's because he felt bad saying that she gets yeses all the time because she's some like hot chick.
Okay.
And she's like, no, I get no, like, you know, that whole thing. So maybe he felt bad for that, but she's super hot. I think I think I put her in the basket of like just like a chick who's just a hot broad who was there for the wrong reasons, trying to get some clout.
Yeah.
But I think this episode we saw her crack open her shell, bring down those barriers, bring down those walls. She got a little emotional. I like that. I think she's gonna go way further than I think. So she got the rose.
She did get that rose.
She seems genuine.
Okay. All right. I'm not ready to trust her just yet, Twan. I'm gonna be honest. You gotta show me maybe 2 more episodes. I'm a scarred dog. I've been kicked sometimes, so I gotta see a little bit more from Letitia. But what, like you said, hey, last episode. You ain't see nothing this episode, you're seeing something. So there's growth. You love to see growth.
Yeah. All right, after that date, then we just had the cocktail party and the rose ceremony. Derek, if you're not familiar, this is how it always goes. All the chicks get dressed up real nice. They put the cocktail dresses on. They have a little cocktail party. Cocktail parties when their last chance to say what they got to say before the rose ceremony, before people are going home. This is when we see usually a lot of crying, a lot of tears. I didn't get no time this week. This chick stole him from me. He's not paying attention to me. Yeah, he doesn't like you. I'm sorry. Sometimes that's just it. He doesn't like you. And I'm not even talking about him. Any of the leads. If I only had more time. Baby, you could have had 12 hours, 6 hours, forever. He just doesn't like you, and that's it. You're going home.
That's it.
No matter how many tears you cry, letters from home, pictures you draw him, poems you write, you can't beat out a rocket like Carolina sometimes.
You can't
that's
do
what
it.
It is.
You just can't. You gotta know. You gotta know when to take the L, and it's
tough. Bailey having a meltdown.
It's tough up there for them women, man. They be drinking too, Twan. So they be up there a little tipsy. They be slipping. They be sipping the entire time. They be boozed up. Look,
imagine being boozed up, no internet, nothing for all that time, fighting over some chick. I'd be through the roof.
It's I love this show, Twan. I love this shit because you gotta
It's the
just sit
best.
there and you gotta watch Chloe get a rose. You gotta watch Rebecca get a rose. You gotta watch whatever rose, and all you do is watching them roses count down, and you try to see when you get
Brutal.
yours. You playing mental games with yourself, like, damn, did he kiss me last night? Ain't we together for real? I done seen ourselves have 4 kids and be married in New
That's kind
Jersey.
of fun.
All that shit hitting their heads when they see their roses go. Why he ain't picking me? Why he ain't picking me?
Bad. I know. I don't know. I wouldn't do good in that scenario, dude.
Oh no, I would be like, if it was Bachelorette and I done seen like she's picking Sands and Frankie before, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on in here for real? Like, what are we trying to? What you for real? You picking him? You picking
Damn.
Sands? Shout out my man Sands. Love you, brother.
Gee, they're getting the shrapnel. Shout out Frankie. Shout out Sam.
Shout out Frankie too. Love the guy. But yeah, no,
But yeah. So who went? Anything from the cocktail parties you picked up on, or the rose ceremony?
Nah, I mean, it was like just outside of the fact of it being a mental blend. I thought Bailey wasn't going to get her rose tonight.
I was shocked.
I was shocked by that. I kind of almost didn't want her to get it. There was a couple of people that didn't get theirs that I thought.
Yeah. So who went home? Ella, Vicky, Rebecca, Alicia.
Out
Any
of what
surprises?
who was the one? Is she from
Ella is the Asian thing.
I was super shocked at Ella, but I don't know much about Ella just off of looks.
Vicky was big lips bottle service queen. Who
Vicky could have done. Yeah.
I know exactly where she's at, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. She's one of those. She's from the streets, born and raised. I'm glad he's seen that. She was no good.
I don't even remember him having a. Did he have a one-on-one?
No, she was
he knew from the rip.
She was a one night one who was like, "You want to taste these lips?" I was like, "Oh my god,
God damn,
that's her only angle."
God, well, I mean, maybe she could charge her bottle fee an extra $50 because she could say she was on Bachelor. Rebecca.
I was a little surprised. I thought she was gonna get love.
Did you actually thought she was gonna get a rose?
I'm not pissed that she didn't, but I just thought he liked her.
I mean, he pulled it to the side and had conversations with her. You know, she could have got the rose.
He got me good.
She could have lasted one more episode, honestly. But maybe he saw the crazy in her eyes too, and was like, let's go ahead and get rid of her.
He has to be like, I can't even tell her that I'm onto her because then she'll start throwing, throwing champagne glasses at me.
She could be like she could do the X thing and be putting hexes on people. You know, she was talking about crystals and vibes and stuff. I don't know. She might be, man. You gotta watch out sometimes.
You're right.
You gotta watch out. Right. He granted
Alicia, I was surprised. She was really pretty. They had a good conversation the first week. The blonde chick with the blue eyes.
The one from
Tampa. She went home.
I was shocked by that as well.
Why are you giving roses to Parisa? Who is she?
I don't know.
You don't know nothing about her. She's just in the background sometimes, maybe for a little. She brings nothing to the table. I have no idea why she's there.
He gave some roses to some zeros tonight. I mean, the girl that was sitting next to Zoe when they was all complaining and like holding her hand, that was literally all I ever saw her do this entire episode was like console Zoe. She didn't. I don't know. Yeah, there was a bunch of people on there that I thought did not deserve the roses. But again,
it was the ones I was shocked by. Parisa, why are you there? Yeah. I think she was the only one I was really, really shocked by, actually.
Is Parisa the one with the long braids?
No, Parisa's, bro, you don't even know who she is because she's not even on the show. It makes no sense.
Parisa Bachelor, oh, she pops up here.
She's 29. Hey, round. Her eyes, she reminds you of a hawk. Like you're always looking like she's so looking like that.
I do remember this one. I was like, why did she get a rose? She was like, was she even at the basketball game?
No, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, she wasn't. They threw her in last second just to get rid of her.
She's got to be related to a producer or something.
Yeah.
That's probably she probably works for ABC. Matter of fact.
You could have kept Ella over Parisa, Grant,
and Serafina too. I don't know. I don't understand why she's there either. I feel like I haven't even seen them talk.
Serafina is the one I might be thinking about. The one that was next to Zoe the entire time.
Serafina is a dark skinned one.
Yeah. I didn't even another one that I didn't even notice. To be quite honest, yeah. Unfortunately. But I mean, all in all, there's so many prospects in. So how many women come in? Like 20?
I think they started with 25. Sometimes they start with 30.
Jeez Louise. I mean, that's a good problem to have as a single
Yes, it
man. It's like
is.
30 women that want your attention. But
Yeah.
I mean, I might be liable to slip up and cut somebody that I might not want to cut. Do you think he could do that? Imagine this, Twan. Imagine this. He's like, he gives out all his roses and he notices that he doesn't have anymore. He's like, damn, I thought I had like 2 more. I actually wanted to give it to these other 2 chicks. What if he's like,
Oh,
yo,
better yet,
bring
he
them
gives
back?
a rose. He calls a girl the wrong name, and he gives it to her, and he goes back. He goes back, and then show him. He goes, "Oh shit, I gave it to the wrong girl."
Because
Wait, no. Matter of fact, I think it was Jesse Palmer, because he was a Bachelor back in the day.
was it Jesse?
Yo, I think someone in the chat. I don't know if anyone knows or watches, but yo, I think it was him. I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna let you know next week. I think it was him. It was like Kelly R. He meant to give it to Kelly P. or some shit like that. Brutal mistake.
Jesse.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts. That's what do you do? What do you do? You got your actually y'all bring it back.
Tell him yes.
You gotta tell him bring it back on live TV. Yeah, I think so.
Apparently they take breaks in the beginning because they don't even remember everyone's names.
Yeah. I wouldn't remember Twan. I wouldn't remember their names. I wouldn't.
I'm the worst for remembering names. It's bad.
I'm the worst. I gotta say your name 50 times in order for me to remember it in the first.
You know what was crazy, yo? And this is what you're gonna see going now even further, bro. It's the second episode, and you're already gonna start seeing chicks like, I love him, this is that. It's like man. Ella, when she got eliminated, she's on her hands and knees sobbing.
I didn't
what are you doing?
Yeah,
you've had a conversation with him literally probably 8-9 minutes total in your whole life, and you're sobbing on the floor.
It made no sense.
What is wrong with you?
That gave me clout chaser, Twan. That gave me clout chaser vibes.
Or desperate, or like just like fucking broken.
Like what? No conversations. You was not. They didn't speak in the first episode, Twan.
A little bit. That's what I'm saying. All in real time.
Mm-hmm.
They probably spent 10 minutes together in real human time. Probably the first night they have 5 minutes, and probably the second week they have 5 minutes of real conversation.
See,
maybe 15 minutes the most.
All right, well,
and you're on your hands and knees on national television crying like that.
That had to
come on.
That had to confirm Buddy's decision. Like, you know what?
For sure.
Good call
That's
there.
A great point.
Good call there, because this is too much drama for me. I talked to you for 10 minutes, and now this is what I'm getting. Nah, I'm good. But they do play those mental games.
The one who got the last rose was Chloe. I thought she was going home for a second. I couldn't believe it. Thank God.
I didn't like that.
Chloe.
I didn't like that he gave Chloe the rose last.
I don't think it means anything, but still, I was still nervous for a quick second there.
I was nervous too. I like you said, I like Chloe a lot. You can tell sometimes we say these things, right? We jump to assumptions. We say you can tell, but sometimes you literally can't. And I think that Chloe just has, like you said, radiance, beautiful soul. She's going to be soft. He's looking for a wife. And Chloe,
wifey. That's 100% wifey.
Chloe gives me.
I don't know if it's his wifey, but it's a wifey.
It gives wife energy, 100%.
1,000%.
100% with Chloe. So I would have liked for her to get her rose sooner. I thought that she deserved to get her rose a little bit sooner. I agree. But whatever, Grant. You want to throw Dina the rose before Chloe? I didn't like that, Grant. Dina did nothing to earn a rose before Chloe, like literally nothing.
Chloe won the first thing.
She won the challenge. She deserves to get a rose early for that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, so let's end. Who's your top 3 right now?
Top 3.
And is this, you're gonna give us your top 3 for you, or your top 3 for him, or is it the same? You think?
I'm going to give you. No, it's not the same. I'm going.
You have Vicky 3 times, the bottle service girl. I know you, dog.
It is. I do. 2 Chainz, man. I love him. But all right, my top right now, I got Juliana up there. I really do like Juliana.
Okay.
I got
tough.
I got Allie Joe in there still.
Wow.
I don't know how.
I love Allie Joe.
And then I got Robin Could Get It.
Bro, there is no Robin.
There is a Robin on here. ROBYN.
B, I'm looking at you mean Rose?
Maybe it's have Rose. A Rose on here as well.
Bro, there's no.
Maybe I mixed my notes. It's my handwriting.
Bro, there's no Robin.
Here. Give Yeah, I can't see it. I got Rose, Allie, Joe, and Zoe.
Okay.
My top 3 right now.
I got Alex. I love me some Alex.
You do love Alex.
I got Carolina.
Yes.
And I think after this week, which I'm shocked, I think I'm gonna put Natalie in top 3.
You're gonna put Natalie in there.
I think the kids, I think that really did something for him. I think it did.
He wants them kids. He wants their family and stuff. But we gotta see more. We're gonna get more revealed about this Grant guy. Because I don't know about this Grant guy. And
Grant's a good guy.
He's a good guy, but I gotta really see who he is. Because he's saying he wants these things. But I gotta see, like, what's he doing in his life to make these things possible?
Well, you think it is. I think I actually believe him because when you see him getting emotional and whatnot with his family upbringing, it's like I think he wants to make that right in his own life. So I don't think we really have to worry about fuckboy vibes from him.
Okay.
I think he's in it for the real thing. You know what I mean?
That eliminates a lot of problems if he's not on some fuckboy shit.
Who knows? Listen, I've been wrong before. I've been here 3 weeks in saying I love this person. Oh, it comes out, and then they're tweeting about this, tweeting about that, and the whole another life. I was like, oh my god. But hopefully that's not Grant. Hopefully he's got a clean history. We'll see, man.
I like
that. The next previews for next week look fucking lit. People are crying. I mean,
it's more crying in this than surviving, but I can deal with it because it's more women. So it's fine.
Did you see? You didn't watch the first epi, but dog, I gotta tell you something. Little spoiler alert. They always show like coming weeks, and they showed a clip of the last episode, right? When he's supposed to propose. Two girls left, and he's like, all the productions like tell him like, yo, we gotta go. They're both on the way. He still can't make up his mind.
Wow.
He's talking to Chris. He's like, I don't know. So it looks wild.
There's some good candidates. There's some good candidates here. I don't blame.
He might not pick anybody because he doesn't know. We've had that before, where they don't pick nobody.
No way.
Yeah. We've had someone pick someone, they say no, and then they pick the other one.
This show is off the chain. Okay.
That the one that I just told you, they got 2 kids now, so it worked out good.
I was going to ask you that as well, like that, because I think I didn't buy in early because people was like, none of these people ever stay together. But now there's cases that
there's a couple out there.
Good.
They got some kids out there. There's some shit out there.
Okay, that's good.
It's good. All right, brother. Anything else to add for this first episode of us, me and you together?
Brother, I just want to say thank you for having me on here. This is going to be a hell of a ride.
Me and you, Poppy.
Hell of a ride. I love this.
I'm glad you liked it. So Mondays, same time, right? Like 10:20, 10:30. We'll see.
10:20, 10:30, usual time. We'll tweet it out, of course. 10:20, though, is a good time. I like this time.
All right, Poppy. Stay locked in. Listen, everybody. Thanks for watching. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. This will be, again, in the Barstool Breakdown YouTube channel. It will be under the Minority Report tab on that playlist. We'll be going live, so it'll be fun. I'm glad you could join us. Derek in the chat, I appreciate you, brother.
I'm
glad you liked it.
Viva, brother. Love you, man.
Later.
This is awesome.
Later.